well. One love to all of you. So today we are going to be talking about the most overpowered team I've used with a back five formation, Barcelona FC, also known as Tiki Taka FC, man. Honestly, one of the best teams I've used, man, in terms of going forward, breaking down teams, um, just defending, keeping clean sheets. All round, they're a solid team. They have a lot of versatility, a lot of dangerous players going forward. The likes of Dembele with his pace, Griezmann, his finishing, Messi with his IQ. You got De Jong that does pretty much everything going forward. You know, staying back, helping out. His ball retention is good. You got Sergio Roberto. He's just another player for me, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Sergio Busquets. I'm not the biggest fan of Pjanic. What Sergio Roberto offers that Busquets and Pjanic don't is his pace. I know he's not quick, but he's mobile enough to press opponents, and if he does make a mistake, he can get back in time. I don't feel like Busquets can do that. You know what I mean? What I will say is Busquets is very good in a double pivot, so you can actually play Busquets in this formation, but playing Busquets as a lone pivot, I have a lot of trouble, man. So Busquets playing here is not bad, but for me, Sergio Roberto, and people even forget that Sergio Roberto used to be a centre mid when he was playing under Luis Enrique, or in his earlier days at Barcelona, he used to play as a centre mid. So he does have the technical stats to even play, you know, right centre mid. So I got him right centre mid, and I got De Jong left centre mid. Firpo, probably the weakest link in the team, but I've got Firpo out here. Alba, I'll be telling you a tactical reason why I play him left centre back. And I've got Longley, Umtiti, Dest, and Ter Stegen, right? So before we talk about tactics and we talk about the instructions of the players and how you should play with this team, I have to show you a quick stat and how well we are doing this week. I've played 15 games, won 15. Yeah, that's average, you know. I know a lot of you guys can do that. But there's some interesting stats that we have to go over, you know. These games have all been with Barcelona, by the way. I've used no other team. I've been grinding out with this team all week, and interesting stat down there. If you can see the goals conceded per game, we've only conceded 0.47 goals, right? So that's showing you that we've had this week a lot of clean sheets, and there's a reason for that. It's that back five, man. That back five, De Jong and Roberto. Yeah, they are the main guys for your defensive, you know, phase, if you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? And certain instructions help out as well to keep them in shape and stuff like that. Obviously, I've already made a video talking about how to play with Barcelona 4-2-3-1. So if you haven't watched that, I'll link it in the description. A lot of people think it's good. I had one bro, shout out to you, you know who you are. You find it quite difficult to use a 4-2-3-1 with Barcelona. Now, I have noticed that the 4-2-3-1 is kind of nerfed a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's not as good as it used to be, you know, when it was at the start of the game. You know, start of FIFA 21, 4-2-3-1 was overpowered. Now I see a lot more people going with a five at the back. It offers you way more. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it now. So obviously, I'm going to be talking about two variations. So I'm going to be talking about how to press with this team, and also going to be talking about how to defend with this team. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that like to press and not sit back, try and win the ball further up the field. When you win the ball further up the field, you have more chances of scoring. If you're more deeper, then you're trying to, you know, block out them passing lanes and stuff like that. So I know there's a lot of people out there that have different ways of playing. So I'm going to try my best, man. I'm going to try my best to talk about the attacking and talk about the defensive. So let's talk about the attacking phase for now. So this is the tactics that I use. When we go on to defense, I have press after lost possession. This is what I set on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had to count that one real quick. So the width is on 5. Depth is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's on 7. The wider they are, you know, they'll cover them wide areas. So it's very hard for the opposing or the opposition to really play out if everyone is marking each other. If you have it narrowed, then the players will be more likely to block out the middle to cut out and passing lanes. But if you have them wider, they'll get further to the wingers, to the centre mids and stuff like that. It's more of like a man-to-man press, man-to-man orientated type of press. So that's what you want to do. Kind of have it balanced. You don't want to be too open. You don't want it like this. You want to be more balanced in your fives and your six and stuff like that. So I have it on 5. Depth. Now you can have it high because Longley is pretty quick. Alba is very quick, and then Titi is decent in terms of pace. So you should be alright. I know a lot of people think, yeah, but Barcelona are not that great when it comes to pace at the back. I've seen slower teams, okay? I've seen slower teams like your likes of Chelsea that are not very quick at the back, and I still play a high line with Chelsea and have some success. So you can get away with it at Barcelona. Have it around 7, even 6. It's really up to you, but because we're doing the attacking variation, maybe around 7 or 6. It's really up to you and your personal preference. Now, offense, you know me, I keep it on balance all the time. Unless I'm trying to counter attack, I might go fast build up or long ball, but I'm going to keep it on balance for now. Width, to be honest, I want Griezmann, Messi, and Messi, and Dembele to intertwine with each other and get on the ball as much as possible. And the only way they can do that is if they are close together. So what you want to do is you want to put it around 3 or 4. And I know you guys are thinking, well, where's the width going to come from? It's going to come from the wing backs, and I'll tell you how you do that later on in this video. Players in the box, it's really up to you. You can have it on 5, 6. I have it on 5, man. Keep that balance. Corners, this is all personal preference. Now, instructions. So, Firpo, by the way, I don't touch my centre backs. And there's a reason for why I play Alba centre back. So let's talk about that. So the reason why I play Alba centre back, let's say the opposition has the ball on the right side. It will be on my left side for me, but it will be the right side for the opposition. And let's say Firpo is beat. Let's say Firpo is being caught out further up the field, and somebody's making a run in behind Firpo. Alba has the pace to cover. Do you know what I mean, for Firpo? Now, if that's a Umtiti, not even an Umtiti, because Umtiti is quite quick. If it's a PK, for example, here, he might not get there in time. He might not, make it, to them wing areas to cover for Firpo in time, and that's a very important trait for a centre back. You got to cover, for your fullbacks. Otherwise, you're going to leave a lot of space in behind for players to run into. And I think Alba playing there, 88 rated, is good enough defensively to cover for Firpo. So that's why I have Alba playing as a left centre back. Firpo plays a left wing back. It doesn't really offer you that much, so you can play Fatty there if you want to for more attacking variation. But I'll just go for Firpo, man. I think he's just more well balanced, to be honest with you guys. Dest, very good. Right wing back, very quick. So yeah, that's why I play him there. So the instructions I have for Firpo is join the attack, overlap. Dest as well, join the attack, overlap. Now it's pointless if these guys don't overlap. It's very pointless because you've only got 3 players going forward. These guys, when they go forward, the wing backs, they offer more support to your attacking players like Griezmann, Dembele, and Lionel Messi, and they ultimately make a 5 going forward. When they go forward, they make a 5. So now you've got 3, 2, 5. You know what I mean? You've got 5 attacking players now. So that's more than enough to penetrate your opposition. And it's always good, man, when you play with a narrow formation to have width. Once you have width, players that have to go out to your wing backs. Sorry guys, when I'm going too quick. When you have width, right? Your opposition has to come out to Firpo and Dest, and it leaves space for the likes of Messi and Griezmann to, go into them pockets of space to cause danger. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important to have width. So Firpo, join your attack, overlap. Dest, join your attack, overlap. Lionel Messi. Let's talk about De Jong first. So De Jong, cover centre, stay back while attacking. Same thing with Sergio Roberto. The reason why I have that is because we already have 5 players going forward, and I don't need too many players going forward with this formation because it's just not needed, man. When you have these 2 covering, it limits players and the opposition to try and counter attack you. You know what I mean? So if you have these guys staying back, it'd be very hard to penetrate that defense. That's why I've kept a lot of clean sheets with this team, because I've got these two staying back. What these two do is aid me and help me with building up from the back, trying to progress it to Messi and these offensive players. So that's the reason why I've got these players, on stay back. All they're doing is trying to help build up and try to break the lines and stuff and get the ball to Messi. Now Messi, I have him stay forward, get in the box and free roam. Free roam, that's just his nature anyway. I play to his strengths. Griezmann, I have him on balance, so he's going to be doing a mixture of dropping in, getting the behind, and you know what I mean. It's very good to play him on the right because he can cut in onto his left foot. It wouldn't make sense playing him on the left, and the reason why I have Dembele on the left is because he's quick enough to get in behind defenses, and he's going to be making. This is the run Dembele is going to be making. He's going to be making a run in between the opposing fullback and centre back. So he's going to be making it like in between. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be running in between the two players, and that's very hard to mark. Do you know what I mean? And when you make a through ball to Dembele, it's already on his stronger foot, which is his left foot, so you won't have to cut in or do any skill move. It's just simple with Dembele. Run, through ball, touch, bang. You know what I mean? He's got a good shot on him as well. So play to strengths, getting behind. And yeah, that's the tactics for the attacking variation. Now the defensive variation, I'll go with balanced, and I'll drop this a little bit since we're not trying to press, we're just trying to cut out the passing lane. So have it 3 or 4 maybe. We're going to go with 3 because that's what I normally play on. And I'm going to drop this down to 4. You know me, I don't like to be too deep. Don't want to invite too much pressure on myself, man, because you can concede goals like that depending on how good you are defensively. So I have this on balance. You can go fast build up if you want to counter attack. This can have its benefits. This can have its benefits actually. I haven't tried it before, but I'm sure it could work. With Barcelona, they got decent pace going forward with Dembele, Griezmann, and Messi, so it can work. But I just use balance anyway, because with a balanced offensive style, you can do a bit of both. You can do a long ball, you can do possession, you can do a fast build up. So balance just gives you that balance. You know what I mean? So yeah. Players in the box, I keep it the same. Corners, free kicks, this is all personal preference. I don't really go over that. So instructions, same thing with the fullbacks or wing backs. Gotta offer support, man. Even if you are playing a defensive formation, you still need goals. You know what I mean? Just because you're playing defensive, that don't mean you're not meant to score goals. You're still very defensive having your wing backs going forward, because you've still got 3 centre backs covering for the wing backs, so you should be alright. As usual, these guys stay back, cover centre, lean on Messi. Everything is basically the same, just the tactics. And I want to talk about one thing as well. When you're defending with this team, it's very important to not push and not be too aggressive with your centre mids, because you only got 2. In a 4-3-3, you've got cover. 4-3-3, you've got 3 centre mids. So if the right centre mid was to be too aggressive and lose out a duel, you've got the right centre mid to tuck in and help out the double pivot, you know what I mean, to cover for the left centre mid that was too aggressive. With this, if De Jong was to be too aggressive in press, you've only got Sergio Roberto, so you have to be very careful with pressing with these guys. The best thing to do is to jockey and to press when you know someone has made a heavy touch, or when you know you can win the ball. That's the only time you should be pressing with this, because Messi's not going to be helping out. As you can see, his work rate is low, so 9 times out of 10 he's not going to help you out in the defensive phase. If you can keep these guys back and be very disciplined, it's very solid. Trust me, I've kept a lot of clean sheets with these guys. Also, another thing as well, counter attacks, right? Most of the time, you're going to be playing against a 4 at the back, right? On seasons, you might play against a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 or whatnot, right? When you counter against most teams, you have an advantage. I'll tell you why. Dembele and Griezmann pin the 2 centre backs, leaving Messi free. So when you get the ball, you've got a 3 versus 2. You see? So now it's difficult for the the opposition to make a decision whether to track Messi or to stay with Griezmann. If they stay with Griezmann and Dembele, then it leaves Messi to do his magic, cut on his left, shoot, dribble, take on players. If the opposition, the guy I'm playing against, wants to, come at me and try and mark Messi, it leaves Griezmann open, and he's very techy with his runs. He's very intelligent. So you got a good one there. You know what I mean, in terms of attacking solution, attacking tactic, I guess. But you can play against a five at the back at times, so it might not work all the time. But counter attacks are very good because they've got a decent amount of pace. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today in terms of Barcelona. Hopefully this just works for you guys, man. Honestly, very good. You play long lay here. It's got good ball retention, so you can play from the back. You've always got a numerical advantage because you've got five at the back and you've got the two centre mids helping out. So, yeah, you can play from the back. You don't want to be hoofing the ball up from a goal kick because you've only got Griezmann and Dembele. You can't really hold up the ball like that. So, best thing to do is play from the back, play from Ntiti, Longley, Alba, and work your way forward, man. Very good team to use. You can do everything with this team: counter attack, fast build up play, possession based, balance play, everything, man. They offer you goals, clean sheets, and everything, man. So I'll be making a gameplay video on how I play with these lot and how you get the best out of your players. But other than that, man, I'm out, man. I'm very tired. As you could probably tell, man, I keep stuttering and all that crap, man. But tomorrow is another day, so hopefully I can make a video for you guys that's nice and fluent and some good gameplay for you lot, man. And by the way, we are on a 30 winning streak, so we are doing very well. Doing very well, actually, very, very, very well, as you can see. Shout out to Elite, man. Shout out to Azrem Page. But we're on the rise, man. We're on the rise. But anyway, man, I ain't gonna give you guys nothing that's false. This has all literally been tested by me many times, and this here works more than the 4-2-3-1 video with Barcelona. So this is the Barcelona tactics. Hopefully this has helped out. Take care, man. Peace.